Stand at attention, Carcass. This is official. Get ready. Hey, and we are back.
And we're back.
We are back. It's been a while.
And it looks different.
It does look different. We will explain shortly. We've got some monkey butt explaining to do, but we'll get there.
And you'll understand all about monkey butt.
Yes, you will. So welcome.
Can we say that on the internet? Monkey butt?
Monkey butt. Yes, we can.
Anyway.
Welcome back. This is episode 36 of the Metal Roundtable. I am Metal Rob, and with me, as always, is the great
Carcass John.
Carcass John. All right. Well,
you always break down that Phil Anselmo thing. I like it.
Carcass
John.
That's right. It needs to be done. It needs to be done. So I got to start off with two things. First of all, I know you're hiding some bullshit under there.
Yes, I am. Let's get it over with.
Let's just get this over with.
Okay, but for the people that are new and have never seen this before, what seems to be the big hoopla about what's under my hoodie right here?
Unreadable band logos. Ridiculous.
Does that make them a bad band?
No.
All right. So here's the big reveal. I was told that he would.
We'll do this, and then we'll talk about what's going on.
Metal Rob would be very disappointed if I didn't wear a shirt with some unreadable logo. So here we go.
And I have to try to. Okay.
You have to try and disseminate.
Oh Lord. Oh, I know this one.
Yeah, you should.
I know this one. I do know this. This is Blood Incantation. Am I right?
Yes, that's correct.
Don't die live on the air, please. Okay.
All right.
Hey, Monkey Butt, can you read this? Look at this thing on his shirt. Can you see this?
I see it. No.
That says Blood Incantation.
That's what it says.
That's what it says.
Looks like something, a bunch of spider webs in a.
Yeah. It looks like you.
Yeah.
Dropped a pile of sticks.
Somebody dropped. Yeah.
Yeah, but do you like them?
Yes.
Yes, they're great, aren't they?
Yes.
Denver, Colorado's finest.
Yes, I love you, Blood Incantation.
Right
I
up
just
there
like
with,
to make fun of unreadable logos.
With Havoc and the likes.
Yes. So, for those of you who are checking this out live, this is our very first live broadcast, and we are in the studios of KVGI.
Yep.
We were invited here by the great Monkey Butt himself.
Yes.
To come over and try this out. We don't know exactly where this is going to go, but we're going to do the show like we normally do, and we're going to see what happens. Maybe you see us here more. Maybe Monkey Butt kicks us out and says, take your shine box and get the hell out of here. We don't know yet.
Pack it and go, buddy.
Yeah, pound sand.
Yeah,
idiots.
It feels very different, but you know what? It's no different than what we normally do. It's just, it probably looks better and sounds better, so we're all about it.
Here we go. So before we get to the topic, which I'll tell you in just a minute, of episode 36, I want to tell a funny story. This happened while the Carcass and I were on the phone today. So I'm overthinking the show, of course, like I always do, and overthinking when to get here and what's going to be happening. And I call him and say, hey, man, you got your game face on. It's your big internet debut, blah, 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 and, giving him crap. And so I drop my phone charger. I'm trying to charge the phone to head over here, and I drop it down between the seats, and I can't reach down and find it. And I'm driving, and I actually did pull over, believe it or not, safely.
Safety first.
Yes, I did pull over into this neighborhood to try to find my
very responsible.
But thank you. Thank
Razor,
you.
that's excellent.
Thank you for knowing that.
Yes.
So I pull over to try to find this stupid plug-in charger Doomaflachi, and I reach down between the seat and the console, and I feel something down there. There's a CD. I'm hoping that it's my lost Best of UFO CD that I haven't been able to find in about 2 years now.
But it wasn't even close.
It was not.
It wasn't even
close.
on the same zip code.
No, and I can't remember who I have to thank for this. I think I know where I got this, but lo and behold, I reach down into the depths between the seat and the console, and I fish out this bad boy. Can you read that?
You could probably read that easier than you can read my shirt.
Yes, that's right. That says Demon Dog Sperm.
Yeah.
Yep.
And boy, the thing that's creepy about that is you don't know where it came from.
I can't remember where it came from.
In a manner of speaking.
But I can guarantee you one thing. I will be checking this out on the way home because curiosity is absolutely killing
Well,
me.
curiosity killed the cat, but
Yeah.
I'm just as curious as you are.
I'm dying to know what this is. So yeah. Anyway, there you go. So that's the world's.
Well,
introduction to
wouldn't you
Demon
be
Dog
tripped out if
Style.
it were hip hop or something
I'm
along that
sure
line?
it's some kind of crazy metal.
Kind of like that Mad Hype shirt that I did for T.J. Lewis of Forebode.
2007. This thing's old.
It is old.
Well, you got any shout outs before we get started?
Boy, I don't know. Not really. I mean, we're just here kind of trying to reinvent the wheel, I guess. And
Forebode's going to be here on
yeah,
Friday.
Forebode, the boys in Forebode are going to be here. They got on the slot with the Noisem and Giant of the Mountain album release party at the Gas Monkey on Friday. So everyone come out for that. They go on at 7. They are punishing. They are heavy.
Brutal.
We've had them on our show before, and they're
Mhm.
freaking awesome guys and great musicians, and they will not disappoint you. And I know that there's other shows in town, the Death Angel, Ex Mortis, Hellfire show, but
I'll
they-
be show hopping.
they go on at 7, so you could get down there, check them out, and
Head over to Death
then head
Angel.
over to Death Angel.
That's my plan. If everything works out, that is my exact plan.
So and I the opportunity to see them is so rare that I just can't miss it.
Yeah, the EP's great. I
Yep.
love it. Spinning it. all the
Freaking
time.
awesome. And then
Fast Eddie, you're the man.
I guess we might
I
shout
forgot
out
where
to
to look.
Panther City.
I look at the TV instead of the camera. I'm a professional.
Shout out to Panther City Vinyl.
Yes.
They hosted a pretty cool event on Record Store Day / Black Friday and had a bunch of people in there. They did really well. I did a poster for them. It was great. We can maybe show that later.
Yeah.
And then our favorite lawyer friend went in there and kept them in business. For
Cleaned
at
him
least,
out of Beatles records.
cleaned them out of Beatles records and kept them in business for a couple more weeks.
Yeah, he's a good dude. He
Yep.
deserves to clean out people's Beatles records. Good
Anyway.
for him. That's awesome. All
How
right.
about you?
So, episode 36, we are going to talk about reunion tours and farewell tours. And I've got some not lukewarm opinions about this.
Man, I got some extremely non-lukewarm opinions. They're scorching, scalding hot. But so where do you want to start? You want to start with the elephant in the room?
Well, what kicked this off for me that made me think that this is the next thing that we would talk about is Motley Crue's decision to don't pass out. Motley Crue's decision to go back out on the road and blow up their contract that they signed 5 years ago. We're never going to tour again. We can't do it. It's impossible. We'll be sued. Well, who's going to sue you? You're going to sue each other? I mean, I don't get it. So anyway, that's what kicked it off.
That's what spurred this conversation.
So, in my recollection, what I remember from back in the day, talking about reunion tours and farewell tours, is the Kiss farewell that's been going on for
Which one?
23.
The one
yeah,
in 99 or the
Right.
one in 2009 or the one in
right,
this year?
and it's the end of the road, and you
wait,
know.
they're going to be here in October of 2020
Right.
on their farewell tour.
So technically they haven't stopped, and I'm cool with that. And they did farewell the original guys, so I get that, and I can kind of give them a pass. But here's the thing, man. I went and saw the Scorpions a few years ago, and I watched The Long Goodbye, and I watched them stand at the front of the stage and throw out hundreds and hundreds of pieces of merch, picks and drumsticks, and just, oh my gosh, we're gonna miss you. And they've never stopped.
Mm-hmm.
And here we are with Motley Crue. So
I
hit me.
look,
Big man.
The Motley Crue thing bothers me more because they need to stop. In my opinion, their musicianship, their music ability, just the fact that we would sit there and listen to that. I mean, I saw the thing on Access TV with their final tour, and you'd think at the LA Forum with the big setup and their hometown
Mhm.
or whatever, that it would have been a spectacular performance, and that's what they recorded. Really? And I
I
had
didn't see that.
I had somebody else tell me that they should have really recorded the Shreveport, Louisiana show, because that was probably their best performance, but it was early on.
Yeah.
But they looked tired. They sounded pitchy. they couldn't play.
Right.
And good grief,
Well-
is Mick Mars still alive, or is it like a Weekend at Bernie's type thing?
I don't know. Well, and see, the thing is, for me, it's not even performance. Don Dokken. I love Dokken. I went and saw Dokken a couple years ago, and man, it's not what you saw in the 80s, of course. But here's the thing. The guy's got a right to go make a living.
Sure.
That's not my problem. And so does Vince Neil and Nikki Sixx and Mick Mars and whoever.
And Rat and Scorpions
right,
and
all of
Quiet
them,
Riot
right, and two different LA Guns and two different Rats. That's cool. I get it. I get that. They're fighting and squabbling, but they're still playing. The thing that pisses me off is, am I going to be going to the Slayer reunion in 5 years? I don't think so. I hope not.
I don't know about that. See, that's the thing.
If you're gonna go. But
the
the
door-
Scorpions did it to me.
The door is wide open, though. Is
Right.
it really the last Slayer tour? Because I thought last year was the last Slayer tour.
Well, and then they.
I mean,
added dates.
the only guys that have really stuck to their word is Black Sabbath.
Yeah, so far.
I saw them at the very beginning of the end tour and one of the last shows on the end tour, and they're done. They're gone. See you later. Hasta luego. They might do some things in the studio, but I have a lot more respect for that than I do for this reoccurring regurgitation of backtracking and pretending we're playing guitar and drums and whatever.
Right. Well, and that's a whole different. Yeah, don't even get me started on that. But
I did. I got you started.
You did. I know, and I'm probably gonna have to talk about it now. So, but the thing that really wears me out is Motley Crue 5 years ago hypes. This is it. This is the end of the road, or whatever they called it. I don't remember. But they go out. So Joe Fan goes and pays his $2,000 to meet the band and get the picture. It's the final tour. It's got to be the final tour. It says it on my shirt that I bought. That was part of my $2,000 meet and greet, or my $500
And
meet
as a
and greet, or
side
whatever.
and as a side note to that, we can talk all day long about meet and greets and what they're all about,
and we have.
but
Yeah.
Getting back to your point,
But you go out, you spend the money. Okay,
thinking this will never happen again.
This is it. I've saved my cash. I'm going to go see this because they're never coming back. I spend the money. I've displayed all my stuff in my man cave. In 5 years, here come these asshats again. And guess what? The thing that really bothers me too is they're going to get back in those same people's pockets. I'm out, man. I will not go. If you give me tickets, I will not go see that. Def Leppard, fine. Poison, fine. Whoever else, Joan Jett, sure. But Motley Crue, I love.
But they've
you,
never
man,
announced
But you screwed me over.
They've never
I'm
announced.
out.
They've never announced that this is it for us.
Exactly.
White Snake,
Nope.
all those bands.
Right.
Winger.
So you did the meet and greet, or not the meet and greet, but you did the VIP package for Sabbath
Yes,
in Vegas. So
in Denver actually.
right.
And actually,
Denver, sorry.
and I, we thought about the meet and greet where you actually get back there and meet them, but everybody that we talked to said it was very plastic, very sterile, not unlike your Anthrax experience, where
that was better than the Judas Priest.
here's a mark on the floor. You stand there. You don't interact with the band. You don't shake their hand. You don't hug them. You don't ask them a question, and
Yeah.
you don't get an autograph.
Right.
You go in there, click, and then you leave.
Well, the priest one was good. You got to meet them and get a picture. You shook their hand and all that. But man, you're out of there in 45 seconds.
That's why I think the Sabbath thing was the greatest quote unquote VIP thing you could have done. You get to go to sound check.
right.
You get tickets in the first 2 rows.
Right.
And at the sound check, those guys waddled out there. I say that because Ozzy literally waddled out there in his pajamas and stocking feet. And I didn't know what to expect, but you already got a pre-hype of what it was going to sound like.
Right.
They introduced all the players. They introduced Tommy Cluflados, who is a bad-to-the-bone drummer. And if Bill Ward couldn't be there, Tommy was the next best thing. They introduced the keyboard guy, the road people.
So you're having kind of a personal experience.
And they're
right?
you're actually able to ask them questions like,
Yeah.
"Hey Geezer, I noticed that bass looks a little different." And he says, "Oh yeah, mate, I'm coming out with this new line of basses, new line of strings, new line of pedals." There's an actual interaction, and he talks about how it all works. And so to me, that's a true meet and greet, VIP, whatever. I don't know that very many bands do that.
Right.
Because to your point, those experiences that we've had where we just walk in and whatever. Now,
Yeah.
like the D. Snyder thing, that meet and greet, that dude took his time with every person. He signed whatever you brought into him.
Right.
And I'm not saying that D. Snyder's on the level of some of these other guys, but guess what? He's pretty important in the music scene, and he's still doing it.
Right.
And that was a breath of fresh air, I thought.
And I'm cool with it being
And
a
he
money
didn't
maker.
charge you $1,000, by
right,
the way.
Right. Well, and I'm cool with them making money, but my point on that is, what did that? Do you mind? What did it cost? Do you mind telling people what it cost for your VIP Black
For
Sabbath?
the
thing?
Sabbath?
Yeah. What did you
I
spend?
think they were $400 a piece.
Okay, so you paid $400 for you.
But we got a shirt, we got a book,
Right,
we got
no,
a
no, right.
backstage pass, we got
Yes.
primo
no,
seats.
No argument there. If you feel like it's worth the money, if you spend $400 or $4,000, that's cool. But they got your money. You went. You were motivated by
Right.
the fact that it was the end of the road.
Right. And if those MFers go back out again, I am not going.
Okay, there you go. And you got screwed.
Yeah.
That's the thing that bothers me. That's the part that pisses me off. If there is an inkling of a shadow of a doubt that you're going to come back in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, or they're going to roll your dead corpse out after you're dead and perform as Motley Crue, then don't say it's the final tour. It's BS. I
Okay,
don't like
so
it.
what do you now that just sparked something in my brain because I heard this through the rumor mill and it just may be internet BS. I don't know. But someone said or someone mentioned that Kiss was going to sell their images to younger, better players so they could continue doing Kiss things.
Man, I don't.
So does that play into this whole scenario that we're talking about
That's a good.
the
That's a
end
good,
or the final tour or
That's
the
a good left turn. Well, Kiss has not been the original four guys in a long time, and there's rumors,
25 years, by the way.
There's a rumor that the last show they're going to have a bunch of former guys up there, which would be great.
Sure.
I'd love to be at that. I'd love to see that. But selling it as a brand and continuing it, well, at least they never took my money and said, well, no, they will have.
They will have. Yep.
I don't know, man.
sure.
I don't know. Is that not just going to be a multi-million-dollar Kiss tribute band?
I
'Cause
guess.
I can go see
but
a Kiss tribute band.
yeah,
this
we
weekend.
can go see Rock and Roll Over or Destroyer. We
right.
got 2 or 3 here right in the
and
Dallas Fort
they're
Worth area
great.
that are awesome.
Yes.
But anyway, I just thought that was an interesting juxtaposition to this idea. Is it really over, or can we and I don't know many bands that can continue to do that. I mean, like the whole thing with Rat 1 and Rat
Yeah,
2. I mean,
and-
they've
right.
even in heavy metal they've got Terrorizer LA and the Real Terrorizer. I mean,
Right.
why?
Man,
Just call yourself something else. And
but the thing about Kiss is, yeah, it's the end of the road tour. That's literally what they're calling it. And hopefully that's it. I mean, it's got to be. God, they're going to be 70, 72, which is not too far from how old you are, by the way.
oh my God. Listen, it's not like I'm Bill Weinman or something. Gee, many Christmas.
Shout out to Mark Fields.
Mark Fields.
Yeah.
Thank goodness for the
Who did some
for the
investigative
skip
work
tracing software that he discovered.
Yeah, I did mail out his stuff.
Okay, good. Go, Mark.
Cheers, Mark.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
You cheating SOB. No, I'm just kidding. I'm glad it went to a good home.
The Carcass is 60. Yes, we established that in episode 35, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
Well, I don't want to get ripped off by it. I don't care about meet and greets. That's all good. Sell meet and greets until,
The cows come home.
Yep.
Again for the final time.
Yes, but to me, it's just once you say you're gone, the Scorpions burned me. I'm not going back. Motley Crue, I didn't go to the final tour, but I definitely am not going back now.
And you definitely didn't miss anything.
And well,
in my opinion, sorry guys, sorry Motley Crue fans. They haven't put anything out good since Dr. Feelgood. But anyway, I digress.
oh,
Come on.
no, I'm not going to
Nope.
argue with you about the merits of Motley Crue.
Okay, well, actually, their first album's their only great record.
That is wrong. Oh, no.
Another
and your-
episode.
Ah. All right. Well, Motley Crue episode
We can
coming
talk about
soon.
Blood Incantation if you want.
Well, you could.
Yeah, or
Yeah,
a
I'm
Spectral
getting there.
Voice,
I'm getting
or
there.
Toxic
Yeah, yeah,
Holocaust,
yeah.
or
Or Motley Crue, or Tesla,
Motley-
or
yeah,
Poison, or
sure.
Warrant. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't think Toxic Holocaust never said this is our final tour. He's doing other things, but he's still doing his thing.
That guy rules.
I like. Shout out to Joel. There's a shout out for you.
All right, kids. Well, that was episode 36. That's what we think about reunion tours. Blow up the comments. Let us know what you think. What bands do you feel like burned you? Let us know in the comments. And I don't know how the outro is going to go. This is going to be interesting. I know the song.
I'm trying to help you.
But no, you're doing great.
Okay.
All right. That's it for episode 36. And until next time, now you look into that camera
Okay.
and I'll look at Metal
Metal will
prevail.